you've been through, why you got scars. Since you walked through the door, I've been trying to reach you, 'cause I feel you. What's the story to tell? What's the story behind the mountain you're trying to climb? Think I've heard it before in a movie line. We can write our own ending this time. I wanna say no, but I cannot lie.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, or if you are brand new here and this is the very first time you're ever seeing my face, what's up? I am Jen. I share all things health and wellness and leveling up here on the channel. So if that sounds like your jam, make sure to subscribe before we jump into today's video. All right, guys, we are at the gym. Holy hot tamale. I feel like I haven't been to the gym in forever. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in forever because we are post-vacay and post-Thanksgiving. It has been 11 days since I have, well, 10, because I guess we worked out at the hotel the day after we left on vacation, but it wasn't like a super awesome workout. We kind of just were in there moving our bodies, and it wasn't like, you know, a true dues paid lifting session like we're about to go in here and do now. And I am super, super pumped. So after I get out of the gym, we'll talk about all the post-Thanksgiving feels, post-vacay feels, all of that. But I'm ready to get in here. I'm already sipping on my pre-workout, which you guys saw. I have a scoop of creatine and a scoop of the Project One, which is the absolute GOAT of pre-workouts. And I haven't had pre-workout in almost 2 weeks, so I know this is gonna kick me in gear here and get us rocking and rolling. I have my hydro jug with my first half gallon, got my headphones in, jamming to some music, just getting in the vibes. I know that it can be a struggle after coming off of vacay or holiday weekend or whatever to like get back in your groove and get some momentum built to get you back into your routine. But one decision, one day at a time. Like I said, we'll talk more about that after. Just put your shoes on. If you haven't moved yet today, put your shoes on and show up. Once you get there and start getting into it, it'll get those endorphins kicking and you'll feel so much better and knock your workout out. And then that good decision will lead to another good decision and the snowball starts. So let's get moving and get in here and knock out back and biceps.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes. Am I awake or am I dreaming? So far gone, I won't look back. And when I move, there ain't no stopping me. You're pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds.
All right, guys, we just finished that workout. How do we feel about our first workout post-vacay and Thanksgiving? And honestly, it wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst, if that makes sense. Some parts of it I felt really good, and some parts not so much. One, it is my weakest week right now in my cycle. The week before I start, I'm always bloated, I'm always low energy, and it's just not my best in the gym. So coming into that week, post-vacay and Thanksgiving, it's like a triple whammy there. So I was feeling large and in charge, and when I don't look my best, I don't feel my best, I don't perform my best. So I had that, and then also just being out of the gym and routine for the last almost 2 weeks, that definitely plays a part in it too. But I I pushed through. We ended up doing an hour and a half, and I know I'm gonna be sore tomorrow, so this is definitely gonna help. My post-workout shake, this helps so much with soreness and just help muscle building, the recovery process, all that. Chocolate mint cookie and root beer float are my top 2 flavors. Today I'm going in with the chocolate mint cookie. I'm gonna have 1 scoop of this, then I'm gonna do a 1/4 scoop of the ignition. Depending on my macros for the day, sometimes I'll do a 1/2 scoop, 1/4 scoop, it just depends for the ignition. This is a rapid assimilation protein, so it breaks down quicker than whole food to kick off that recovery process, which is what we need post-workout, and then coupled with the high glycemic carbs. So gonna mix this baby up. I have 2 grocery orders to go pick up. I have a Sam's order that I placed, and then I have a Walmart order that I placed, and it's a pretty massive haul because, as you know, I cleaned everything out before we left for vacay, and Thanksgiving didn't stock up yet. Waiting for this week to stock up because I knew we'd have all the Thanksgiving leftovers and all of that. So we're going to pick up those groceries. I am, of course, filming it for you guys, so make sure that you're looking out for that. But overall, I'm glad to be back in the gym. So glad to be back in my routine. While it was a planned vacay and needed time off and totally had a blast, fun, all of that, I thrive and feel my absolute best physically, mentally, everything when I am in my structured routine, when I am eating on point, when I'm tracking, when I'm getting in my movement, my water, all of that, just I feel my best. And that's one thing about going off plan for, you know, more than a couple days, is it reminds me that I know that I will absolutely never go back to the standard American diet, and I will never not work out for my life. Like, it is just a part of who I am, and not doing it feels worse than the discipline of showing up at the stage that I'm in at this point in the game. I just could not go without working out. And I like crave healthy foods and moving my body. While all that stuff tastes good and fun, like I said, I like crave to get back to my normal routine and eat healthy, and just the feeling that I get from those things that serve my body and life well. So I am super pumped to be back in it, but I have a ton to do today to get back into that routine and moving along and productive in life and work and all of that. So let's go pick up these groceries and get home and whip up some food. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that my phone was dying, so I wasn't able to record all of my workouts, and I threw in a couple extra workouts because I was just feeling it in the moment. So I don't know if you caught my last video. I had talked about switching up my routine. I am not going to be doing lower body for a little while still, or very minimal anyways. I am going to focus a lot on mobility. From my hip being out of alignment, which has caused issues with my hamstring down to my knee, my ankle, and then also my shoulder, just being that kinetic chain being out of alignment, which is so important. And I want to do this workout and live a healthy lifestyle for the rest of my days on earth. And longevity is super important to me, even above my physique goals and all of that. I want to be able to live a long, healthy, strong life. So right now I am focusing on mobility and just overall foundational strength in my muscles and ligaments, bones, tendons, all of that. So I'm going to be focusing highly on mobility over the course of the next, I don't know, few months or so. And of course, I'm going to bring you guys along for the ride, as I always do. And hopefully I can turn around and heal some of the aches and pains that I have been having. And I know a few of you have asked about mobility workouts and exercises and priming up your muscles and all of that. So I'll probably do some dedicated videos after the new year. I have a bunch of stuff that I want to do. It's just like sitting down, making a schedule, and making the time to film the videos. I really have to get back on my game with YouTube and post, you know, 3 videos a week again like I was. I had to like kind of take a step back so that I could really pour into my clients and get in a good groove with coaching and all of that. And I've learned a ton over the last 6 months or so, and I have a bunch of systems in place. So hopefully come the beginning of the year, I'll really be able to have an awesome, productive schedule and a good groove going with YouTube and with coaching. So I'm a work in progress, just like you guys. I'm no different than you, always trying to work around stuff and learn more and do better and grow and all of the things. So I'm gonna start working on it now. I'm not gonna wait for the first of the year. I'm starting to implement a lot of the things now, where I already have been, but I'm just gonna keep fine tuning them, and so that I can be a better coach and person and all of the things. We have finally made it back from collecting all of the groceries, filming the haul. Now we are going in with our first meal today, and if you guys have been following for a hot minute, you know my favorite go-to meal prep breakfast right now are these egg bites. They're super easy to make. They're clean, high protein, low calorie, absolutely delicious. This is a spinach and turkey sausage egg bites. I have 4 of them here with one of these blueberry oat muffins made with zucchini and carrots. These are the Veggies Made Great brand that I get from Target. Oh, there's a reflection there. There you go. 110 calories for one, 3 grams protein. They're absolutely delicious, made with veggies. Love that. And then I am going in, of course, with my Micro Factor and my Full Mega. Even on vacation and through the holidays, I still took those every single day. Can't live without them. I normally do my greens and reds in the morning, but I'm actually switching it up just to try to see how it works out better with taking them at night, because I'm going to be incorporating my magnesium and stuff. I'll show you that all later tonight. I did just fill my water up again, and I threw in some electrolytes. I have one of these Ultra Performance hydration sticks. This is a strawberry flavor. Absolutely love these, and I'm pulling out all the stops to get me back to feeling my absolute best. So this is clocking in at 341 calories, 39 grams of protein, 23 total carbs, and 11 fat. Lunchtime, going in with a super quick and easy salad. I meal prepped up some chicken that I just baked in the oven, some chicken breast tenderloins. Super easy peasy for lunch all week. I have some mixed green tomatoes, some carrot sticks, feta cheese. Then I have 3 tablespoons, which is 1.5 servings of this Zesty Light Italian. This is clocking in at 292 calories, 38 grams of protein, 17 total carbs, and 9 fat. And this is my biggest tip post going off plan or the holidays or whatever, or getting back on track, is to keep things super clean, simple, and easy. This chicken I threw on a baking dish, threw it in the oven, and I have chicken prepped for the entire week to just throw on salads. Egg bites, as you saw earlier, meal prep, super easy. Already ready to rock and roll, and it just makes staying on plan that much easier and attainable. So keep it simple, keep it basic, meal plan, meal prep in advance, and you'll be set up to win for the week. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to start whipping up dinner here in just a second, but I'm going to go in with a Built Bar. This is the cookie dough chunk, which you guys know is my #1 flavor, and I believe they still have these available, and with Jen will save you some money. I always have them linked down below. 160 calories, 15 grams of protein, 10 out of 10 delicious. Just got back from knocking out our walk there. Now we are going in with dinner. I made the Mediterranean Greek shrimp. I made this some weeks back. I think that I showed it in a video, but super easy. Just shrimp, spinach, tomatoes, some feta cheese, and some balsamic glaze. And then I have a sweet potato here that I threw 5 grams of butter on. And this entire plate is 432 calories, 33 grams of protein, 50 total carbs, and 11 fat. And I threw some of the Kinder's Hickory Molasses on the sweet potato. If you guys haven't tried this on your sweet potato, it's a game changer, or on broccoli. It's really bomb too. Absolutely delish. Greek shrimp was absolutely delicious, and it's super easy to make. Definitely you guys should try that. Like I said, few ingredients to throw together, and it's delicious. Now I'm going in with my chocolate rice cakes. These are 60 calories a piece. I have 2 of them, and then I have 29 grams of the caramel apple strudel. This is one of my top favorite cashew butters, and I have about half left. I just made a huge order when they had the Black Friday deal over the weekend. I think all the deals will be over by the time that you guys see this, but I do always have a link below that will save you some money if you guys want to check them out. Absolutely delicious. And on these chocolate rice cakes, you don't need a ton of nut butter because they're awesome by themselves. So just throw a little bit on each. I'm gonna have these, knock out some pages. I've been slacking on my reading over vacay and stuff, so I'm gonna catch up on some pages, and then we'll make up some protein ice cream to finish off the night. So I'm going in with my nightly protein milkshake. I have 8 ounces of this fat-free Fairlife milk. I have 1 scoop of the cinnamon cookie batter level 1 protein powder. You can use whatever milk you want to, whatever protein powder you want. This is what I am using, and then I just have it mixed up in here with some ice. I'm getting ready to blend it on my NutriBullet, and that's it. Pop a straw in it. We're good to go. It's nice and mixed up. And there it is. I didn't add as much ice tonight, so it's not as thick, but it's perfect milkshake consistency. And I forgot to tell you guys the macros: 230 calories and 37 grams of protein. Of course, if you use different milk or different protein powder, then your macros might be a little different, but finishing the night off with 37 grams of protein is a win. All right, guys, we are going in with the last thing of the night. I have my Opti Greens, my Opti Reds, and my magnesium in here. 2 scoops of the greens, 2 scoops of the red. 1 scoop of the magnesium, trying to dial in my sleep. This is the strawberry kiwi, so it's going to make the greens and reds taste even better. But that's going to finish me off for the night. And my ending macros are 1877 on the calories, 190 grams protein, 168 total carbs, 52 grams of fat, 4 green checks across the board, which sets us up for the week. I've already pre-tracked for every day this week, so we'll be rocking and rolling post the vacay and post the holiday.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I would get up again.
Tuesday, fam. What's up? I decided to go ahead and make this a 2-day vlog, 2 full days of eating. So as you saw, we just finished up chest and tries. I am not doing shoulders on push day anymore. I'm going to do shoulders and abs on a separate day. And I'm still in the process of kind of figuring out my new routine because of some things that I want to implement to try, like I had told you guys, to really focus on mobility more than anything. And so I'm kind of tweaking and playing with some things that I want to do, but I didn't take time over vacation, a holiday, and all of that to really put it together. I had just tweaked a routine, and then that kind of got thrown to the back burner. We'll do that at a later date once my body is healed and I don't have the aches and pains and stuff that I've been dealing with. So anyways, we'll dive more into that later, but just finished chest and tries. Super good workout. Now I am getting ready to go in with my post-workout nutrition. Same thing you guys saw yesterday, a scoop of the Formula 1 chocolate mint cookie and some of the ignition. I'm gonna sip on that and then head to the house and whip up breakfast. I have a Zoom meeting in about 30 minutes or so I'll have just enough time. Breakfast is super easy, same thing, egg bites and a muffin, so that'll be super quick. And then we will sit down and chat about all the post-Thanksgiving and vacay feels and all of that as soon as I get done with some client calls. Okay, I didn't have time to do my breakfast before we jumped on the Zoom, so we are doing it now. And I'm going in with mostly the same thing as yesterday, with, in addition, as you can see, we added some strawberries on there today. And then I have my microfactor and my full mega back there. Breakfast is 383 calories, 40 grams of protein, 33 carbs, and 12 fat. That does include the 2 ounces of the Premier Protein Vanilla that I added in my coffee this morning, which was just 29 calories and 5 grams of protein. So without that, this breakfast is 354 calories, 35 grams of protein, 33 total carbs, and 11 fat. Again, just like breakfast, simple, easy, and on repeat. Clean, easy, whole foods to get us back on track after vacation, holiday, all of the things. We have a chicken salad, same as yesterday. Today it is clocking in at 274 calories, 34 grams of protein, 18 total carbs, and 7 fat. And does that not look absolutely delicious? 3:30, I'm going in with a cookie dough chunk bar for my afternoon snack before I run and get little dude from school. He actually is staying after a little bit today because he has Spanish club. So I'm gonna knock out a little more work and then we will head and grab him. When we get back, we'll start all the nighttime routine. All right, guys, so I have a few minutes before I have to head out with little guy after I just got some stuff done. So I'm gonna try to knock out some pages. I just filled my water for a second time, threw some electrolytes in there, and I wanted to really quick pop on and talk to you guys earlier, like I had brought up, about getting back on track post a vacation, a holiday, the weekend, whatever it is, especially right now with it being the week post Thanksgiving, and right now everybody's either going on vacation or having family come into town and all of that. So just getting back on track. I talked about it in the first Phorm app with my clients. I talked about it in my private Facebook group. I have both of those linked down below if you guys want to check either of those platforms out, but I felt like I needed to mention it on here too, because I know I have a bunch of people that watch that are not on either of those platforms. So first, like I mentioned earlier, keep it super basic. The week after being off track is not the time to like dive into crazy new workout routines or hard recipes or any of that stuff. Just keep it basic and focus on the things that you know work for you and keep it as simple as you can. That's why I am eating the same breakfast every single day this week. That's why I'm eating the same exact lunch every single day this week. I already have it copied and pasted and pre-tracked into my whole week so that the decisions are made and I don't have to stress when I'm hungry, wondering what I'm going to eat or risk grabbing the wrong thing, especially when you are out of your routine or coming off of a vacation or the holiday and you are not in the habit of making those good choices. It's easier once you've lost that momentum and you're out of that routine to just continue down that path of not making good choices. So if you keep it simple, you sit down and you actually write out a meal plan, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. When you actually sit down and write it out and you have a plan in place, you are much more likely to stick to your plan and follow what you have already planned out for yourself than the alternative if you don't do that. So keep it basic, write a meal plan at the very minimum. And then if you can, pre-track and meal prep. That will just set you up that much more for success and have you ahead of the game and making sure to get a couple days of wins under your belt so that you can get that momentum and the snowball effect rolling again to help you get you back on track and back on the right path. So keep it basic, meal plan, meal prep and pre-track if you can, and then plan your workouts also. That's just an extra added step. The more that you can prepare up front, the more it will save you on the back end. So the more things that you can plan and prep ahead of time, the better off you'll be. And then finally, just remind yourself, how will you feel once you get to the end of the week and you have had a major win for the week and you've stayed on plan, you've had good food, good workouts, and you've made good choices throughout the week? You are going to feel that much better physically and mentally about yourself, and then stay rocking and rolling into next week rather than letting Thanksgiving turn into the weekend, turn into the full week, and end the rest of 2022. Now you've backtracked and backpedaled and you're up 20 pounds come the first of the year and that much further from your goals. So that's just a couple tips to help you get back on track and rocking and rolling to finish 2022 strong. Just knocked out my pages and I still do have a couple minutes before I have to leave to get little dude, and I'm like next level starving. So I'm going in with my rice cakes right now, and I have 27 grams of the caramel apple strudel, same one I used yesterday. Gonna have this, and then as soon as we get back, then I will start dinner. All right, so we're whipping dinner up, and I figured I'd show you guys this because it's crazy easy and we're all about that easy life. Again, the theme of this video, keep it simple to get back on track. But I make this all the time no matter what anyway. Super easy Taco Tuesday. I have 96% lean ground beef in here, little over 2 pounds. I have 1 block of this Greek cream cheese. I get this from Walmart. They don't always have it in stock, but when they do, I always get a few to have on hand because they're 4 times more the protein, half the fat. Absolutely delicious. I have an entire block in there. And now I'm going to throw in a can of corn that I've drained and a can of the original Rotel. I have some meat I took out here on the side for little guy because he doesn't like all the rest of that stuff. But I'm just going to throw it in here, literally mix it all up together, and then pop a serving in this flatbread here and toss it in the air fryer. Honestly, you can see how creamy it is from just mixing the cream cheese through. You could just stop right here and throw it in a taco shell or one of the flatbreads and it would be bomb. But we're going to go ahead and add the Rotel and the corn. We decided to go ahead and have dinner before we go on our walk. So I just finished dinner and I completely forgot to show you guys when I was making these before I threw them in the air fryer. But it's super easy. Just put the amount of meat mixture in the middle of one of the flatbreads, fold all 4 corners in, then I pop it in the air fryer for about 6 or 7 minutes until it's crispy just like I like. I barely spritz it with some avocado oil over the top. and it just helps it get that nice little crisp on it. And then I paired it with some of the Spanish style cauliflower rice. If you've been around for a minute, you know I absolutely love this stuff. It's 110 calories for the entire bag and 7 grams protein. It is absolutely delicious. It's like one of my favorite things. Super easy to saute in the pan. I like it a little bit crispy. I'm super big on texture, so I just leave it in the pan a couple minutes and let it crisp up really nice. It's 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Entire plate is 479 calories, 50 grams of protein, 40 total carbs, and 14 fat. And I just have to show you guys this ooey gooey awesomeness inside. You can add whatever you want to the mixture. If you wanted to add some avocado or more cheese or anything, you could definitely throw it in there. Just got back from knocking out our second workout, our walk, and now I just whipped up my nightly protein milkshake if my camera would focus. But I have some editing to do, so I'm gonna sit down and enjoy this protein milkshake to finish up some editing, and then we'll go in with our nightly cocktail. We crushed our protein milkshake, we knocked out our work. It is now 9:50, so we are heading to bed. We've got our nightly cocktail here going on, same as last night, the reds, the greens, and the magnesium. Tonight I'm also throwing in the Core 21. Haven't taken this in a few months, but it helps lower cortisol and just helps you relax more so that you can get some good sleep. And like I said, I'm really dialing in my sleep. My OGs know that when I get up early and knock out my morning routine, and I'm really good at that, I'm just way productive and better throughout the week. So trying to get back on that game, but we're gonna mix this baby up, and that's gonna finish us off for the night. So here's our ending macros: 1896 on the calories, 204 grams protein, 164 total carbs, 52 grams of fat for an awesome day of eating. We have 4 green checks across the board. We even have green checks on both fiber and water, so all 6 green checks. I know I don't talk about that as often. Well, you guys know I hit my water every single day, but I don't always point out the fiber, which is important also. Anyways, all green checks across the board for another awesome day of eating. All right, guys, so that's a wrap on these couple full days of eating. I hope this video helped you guys out. I don't know if I mentioned to you guys in the beginning of the video, I don't remember, that I was up 11 pounds post vacation, holiday, all of that, which obviously was not 11 pounds of fat gain in 11 days, but a lot of inflammation and water weight and all of that just from eating a bunch of foods that I don't normally incorporate. However, now we are just a couple days back on track, back into plan, and I was down 6 pounds this morning, and by the end of the week, I'll be back to where I was before. And so that's what I want to remind you guys. If you're super stressed out post Thanksgiving about being up on the scale, just get right back to what you know works. Use the tips that I said in the video to just keep it simple, basic meal plan, do what you know works, and get back on track. And before you know it, you'll be back to where you started. The problem lies in either A, not getting back on track, or B, staying on track for a couple days and then going back off plan this weekend, and then you'll add a couple pounds from that. And then if you keep doing that, it will compound on itself and you will not get rid of all of the weight. So get back on plan, stay on plan, keep trucking. That way Thanksgiving doesn't end up turning into the entire rest of the year. So just try to make good choices and do what you know works for you and your body to serve your life well. If you guys have any questions or comments or anything, make sure to drop them down below. Or if you want to chat with me, reach out to me over on Instagram at inwithjen. I'll pop my handle on the screen here. I'm always here to help you guys. I hope you had an awesome Thanksgiving. I hope that you are back on track and feeling good with the choices that you are making and rocking and rolling into this week. It is Wednesday morning for me. I am filming this outro. You guys are going to see this video later today. I will be back to posting 3 videos a week, so make sure you're subscribed and your notifications are clicked. That way you won't miss out on any of those videos. And if you like these videos, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That definitely helps me out. Share it with anybody else that you think it may be helpful to if they are struggling to get back on track post the holiday. That way we can all level up together. That's what we're here for, right? So I hope you guys have an absolutely awesome day. I hope you are crushing it so far in the week. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.